Hey, what is going on, everybody? It is Nolan, or the Optimistic Gamer here, and welcome back to the Optimistic Survival Series. Today, we have a very exciting episode ahead of us because the 1.20.5 and more recently .6 updates came out and they added a few new mobs and other features to the game that we are going to check out today. I know it's been a while since our last episode, but we are back and we get to explore these new additions, and I am very excited for it. So I'm going to clean up my inventory a little bit. As you can see, I have not been too active in this world since the last time. Of course, that will all change here pretty soon. But I am going to get everything just thrown into a chest or shulker box where I can find it, and then we are heading to the savannah. And that is because, in case you have missed it, like I did, I do need to be better about staying on top of some of these updates and releases. They have added armadillos to the game, and we have a little bit of rain here. Of course, that won't be a problem once we get to the savannah. They also added, I believe, 12 different... Let me go double check real quick. Okay, they added nine new different wolf variants that we will be able to find, and we can place armor on them with the armadillo scoots that we find in the savannah. I'm pointing in that direction, of course. I'm not sure if it actually is that way. I always tend to just point over in that direction since that seems to be where all of our exploring begins. But I'm sure we will head out somewhere in that direction here pretty soon in search of the savannah. But to get these armadillo scoots, we will need a brush, and we will have to slowly walk up to them, not run, otherwise they will get scared. We will want to do this during the day, because if we do it at night, we run the risk that looks like a thunderstorm. Actually, wait a minute. Aha, here we are. Strike a villager with lightning. Is that one that we want to do? I suppose we could go ahead and do that. Of course, we have some new advancements as well. And I think there was another one with lightning, protecting a villager from a lightning strike. Here it is, protect a villager from an undesired shock without starting a fire. So we will need a lightning rod, we will need our trident, and we will need to find a village that we can do this at. Well, I seem to have misplaced our trident, like many other things that I've done in the past, so we will just let this one pass through for now, this storm, and we will get that advancement another time. Of course, I suppose it could be in here. Unfortunately, it is not. So we will bring some leads with us in case we want to bring some of these armadillos back, and they are also tempted by spider eyes, so we will bring some of those with us as well. Nice to finally have a use for spider eyes other than potions. But I think we will have everything that we need for now. We might actually bring some bones as well, just in case we come across any of the new wolf variants. But what I would like to do is focus on armadillos today, and in the next episode, we will search for those wolves. But I have no idea where the savannah is, so we are just going to fly around until we find one. And according to the Minecraft wiki, they have about the same spawn rate as pigs and chickens, so they shouldn't be too difficult to find. I'm just hoping that they will spawn in even after we have loaded these chunks in a previous version. And this also reminds me, since we are talking about Scoot today, well, we have a little bit of a sea turtle party right down here. We will need to bring some sea turtles back with us at some point as well. I see what they are after. They are all trying to get into that water. But again, as we search for these armadillos, I am also keeping an eye out for the wolf variants, and they all spawn in different biomes. Well, all of the different variants spawn based on the biome that they are in. So while I fly towards a savannah, we can go ahead and talk about these. The pale wolf spawns in the taiga biome. The rusty wolf spawns in a sparse jungle, which actually is not too far from our house. And then the spotted wolf spawns in a savanna plateau, so we may come across one or two of those. The black wolf spawns in the old growth pine taiga, so the really large spruce forest, where we can also find the dig sites for the ruins. I don't know why I was blanking on the name for those. We have a fox right down here. They are definitely adding a lot of really fun creatures to the game, making it a lot more full of life. But here we are in a mega spruce forest, or the old growth pine taiga as it is technically called. And I just want to walk by foot, not only in case we come across these wolves, but also in case we come across any ruins, because we are still searching for our missing armor trim from that. In the wooded badlands, we will find the striped wolf. In the grove, we will find the snowy wolf. The ashen wolf can be found in a snowy taiga. The woods wolf spawns in the forest. In the old growth, oh wait, okay, I was wrong, never mind. So the old growth spruce taiga is where we can find the chestnut wolf, and then the old growth pine taiga is the black wolf. Now, I know one of these wolves is solo, it just hunts alone, and we will only find one of them most likely when we come across it. I forget what it is. I want to say it is the... Well, I want to say either the ashen or the black wolf. I could be wrong on that. I will have to do a little bit more research. I'll do that here in a moment. For now, again, we are mainly focused on the armadillos today. So we have a sparse jungle right over here. That is a good sign that we are potentially getting closer to the savanna as we get into some of these warm biomes. And here we go, we have a wolf, our first wolf variant. We will go ahead and tame this guy. This is the rusty wolf. There we go. And I'm trying to think of the best way to do this. I don't want him to follow us around while we search for these armadillos. I'm just going to have him sit here. I will screenshot the coordinates and we will continue on. I will come back for this wolf another time. And we have a few more right down here. How about that? We might as well bring back as many as we can. That would be kind of fun, I think. We will just have an army of these wolves. And again, I've been keeping my eye out for trail ruins, but I have not spotted any yet. Nor have I spotted a savanna, which is a little bit surprising. And here we go, we have a savanna now, so I'm gonna go ahead and sleep because the undead mobs will scare the armadillos that we find. And they are also scared again by us sprinting if we attack them, and if we are in a vehicle, a boat or a minecart or something like that. They are very easily frightened, so we have to approach them slowly, but I am also not seeing any, so we might fly up and get a bird's eye view of this savanna, and then we can drop down from a safe distance and approach them on foot. I'm sure they blend in very well, and I do see a couple right over here, right by these sheep. Yep, they do blend in pretty decently. So again, we will just approach them on foot, and here they are! Our first armadillo sighting. Isn't that fun? And I think there was another... right over here, perfect. And again, we can breed them with the spider eyes, but I do want to get them back home. The only problem is we are a little ways away. So I'm gonna go find a ruined portal, grab some obsidian, and we will set that up here for a little bit quicker travel. And I did accidentally just scare it, so I guess we got a good view of that. Although he came out of his shell pretty quickly. So again, we run up, but if we walk away slowly, he comes right back out. So it is not that difficult to move around them. I also know they don't go into their shell if they are on a lead, so once we have them on those, it won't be an issue for us. And of course I saw about 10 ruined portals as I was flying over here, and now they seem to have all vanished. but there is a small lava lake right down here, so I will just pour some water on here and do it the old-fashioned way. And of course, right as I do that, I discover a ruined portal. That's okay, we already have the obsidian. What? Okay, I'm not gonna complain about that. All right, and 5 additional obsidian. I was not expecting that at all. I am no longer going to pass up on ruined portal chests. If you are playing in this seed, there you go. If you want a enchanted golden apple, it is available at those coordinates. But let's find some armadillos and show them our new shiny golden apple. Here we go, right on the other side of this river. Let's go ahead, and I don't like how close they are to that lava. That's not going to end well for anyone. We're going to let them be, and they can figure that out on their own. It does seem like they are fairly common. Again, same spawn rate as chickens and pigs, so they are pretty common in these savanna biomes. And here we go. I see one right down here, and I don't see the second one anywhere. There we go. All right, there's 2. So now that we have confirmed that we have 2, we can go ahead and build our portal and take these home. Let me grab the leads. We will put them on here. And again, I think we can sprint. Yes, okay, yep. We can sprint when they are on the leads. They will not go into their shell. And let me grab this one right over here. Excellent, and let's get these guys home. I should probably generate this portal on the other side first before I bring them through. It looks relatively safe to do so, but I might go ahead and carve out the path now. And we actually need to travel in that direction, so this might be a little bit more challenging than I hoped. So we do have this fairly impressive lava lake, but once we get through here, it is pretty smooth sailing back to our portal. It is not actually that far away from here, at least to our small netherite mine. Well, not small anymore, but what was once a small netherite mine. I think it's right over here. Here is our froglight farm. So if we can get them over in this direction, we just have to bridge out over lava for a little bit, but it is not that far away. In fact, we may even be able to take them up in this direction before, well, that wasn't gonna work, before we bridge across lava. And the less time that we can spend over lava, the better. So if this works out, I will be very happy. And it is looking like it might work out. It's amazing how one tiny lava source can cause such an impressive lava fall right here. And there it goes. But that is going to clear a path for us to bring our armadillos through. Again, it is looking pretty hopeful for us with how this is all playing out. So far, this is our only section over lava that we have had to cross, and we will go over here in this direction and just kind of parallel this wall right here. And we may even start dropping down right now. Do we want to go this way, or perhaps... Okay, never mind. I think I got it. We are just going to bring them through, and if we run into obstacles, we will just set them aside and deal with those as we need to. Now I have to figure out where this portal is. Here we go. I hope that the zombified piglins don't count as undead mobs. Of course, when they are on the leads, they do not get frightened. They don't go into their shell. I don't know if they get frightened or not. They probably do, but they do not hide away in their shell. Here's our portal, protected by a guest, so we will take care of that real quick. And we will head back, grab our armadillos, and go ahead and bring them through. Again, we'll just see how this all plays out. Well, I don't know where our armadillos went, but they seem to have run off. I don't know if they despawn or not. I would assume they don't. My guess is they're like other animals, but I do not see them anywhere. That is interesting. Well, I will find some others and we will just walk them over to our portal. But that is really weird. I'm gonna have to read more about that. Did I spawn in a different Oh. Now, how did that happen? Did that generate its own portal? I think it did. The corners are filled in. I wouldn't have filled in both corners, so yeah, that generated its own portal. That's interesting. Okay, well, we are over here. This should take us into the same portal that we were at before. So let me put these armadillos on the leads, and we will take them through. That is really weird. And we got our first scoot. No advancement for it. I think we have to brush them to get the advancement. But once we have them back at home and we can breed them, then we can work on that. And they are through the portal safely, and we will start to bring them back to our home. Uh-oh. That's not good. Okay, hang on. There we go. Alright. I guess the Nether is still more of a threat to us than it is to them. And here we go across our first bridge. There's no lava threat for this one, just the height. And they handled it like pros. And I just heard another scoot fall off. There it is. Now we are coming up on our first bridge over some lava, but we should be just fine. That was very close. Maybe next time I should do a 3-wide bridge. There we go. We are across. And I think we go up this way. And I do hear a ghast somewhere. I don't see it yet. Okay, there it is. Uh-oh. Here we go. Alright. Let's get this taken care of. Uh-oh. Alright, the ghast is dead. And we got that fire charge taken care of. Alright, that was a close call, but the armadillos, once again, handling it like a boss. So we are doing just fine. And this is the portion that I have not quite mapped out yet, so I think I will just build a small enclosure around them, do a little bit of exploring, and then figure out where we need to go from here. Well, we actually happen to come through at one of the best possible angles for this, so we are done bridging over lava and traversing scary cliffs. All we have to do is just kind of follow some of these flat regions, avoiding ghasts and piglins, but I think we will be okay. We even have another scoot right in here, so how about that? We are going to put them on our leads though, and we are going to take them back. It takes us pretty close to our spawn portal, but this is the one bridge that we have to be careful of. I might even expand it just a little bit here, just to be safe. Once we get them through here, it is pretty smooth sailing all the way back. Again, we just have to keep an eye out for those ghasts, which I did just hear one, but I have marked our path with some pillars so that I don't get lost, and we are just going to follow these all the way back to our home portal. And again, I hear the ghast, but I do not see it, so I think we are okay for now. And there is our netherite mine right down there, which means we are very close to our spawn portal. It should come into view right up there. And we have a whole army of piglins right up here that we will have to dispatch before we can safely get through here. There we go. And we will just follow our tunnel all the way back home. Of course, this might prove to be a little bit difficult, so I may need to build up a wall here on this side to keep them from falling off. And we have made it back to our portal. Let's go ahead and bring them through and push our frog back through to the other side there. And here's one. Where did our other armadillo go? There he is right over here. That's two. We will put these guys right over here on this fence post for now, and we will get an enclosure built for them. But I suppose just to expedite this process a little bit, we can go ahead and breed them. Let's see if we get an advancement for that. No advancement, that's okay. We will leash him up to the fence post right there, and we will take a look at our advancements tab right in here. Isn't it cute? Cute, scoot. So we will take our brush right here, and did that really just break my brush in 2 hits? I don't even know. That's okay. So to make this armadillo or the wolf armor, it's sort of like a lowercase h right there, and that will give us a wolf armor, which we can put onto a wolf. Well, I'm not really sure what happened, but I had a couple microphone glitches as I was finishing up this episode, so all of the wolves have been brought back already, including one of our wolves looking very stylish in his light blue wolf armor, and of course the red collar. I decided to keep that. But in the next episode, we will go ahead and build an enclosure for these armadillos who have dropped yet another scoot, and our wolves as well, so that will be a very fun time. In the meantime, if you enjoyed today's episode and you look forward to seeing more just like it, definitely hit that thumbs up button and make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out on daily content as soon as I publish it. Check the description for some more important information, links, how to contact me, all of that good stuff. And with all of that being said, comment, like, subscribe, remember to stay optimistic, and I will see all of you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Bye.